what got you into music? What kind of music did you start doing? Talk about your career a little bit.
So I remember the first time I ever made music. It was in I was 8 years old in we call it primary school, but you guys have something else. I think it's grade school or something, or preschool.
Elementary, I think it is. Yeah, it's elementary.
Yeah, it's right before high school. Oh, I don't know how America breaks it down in a weird.
Yeah, no, we go like elementary to like fifth grade, and then you go to like middle school, and then you go to high school. Yeah.
We only have one. High school's like 6 years, right? So, but at 7 years old, my teacher actually asked me to perform. We're performing Cliff. What's his name? Clem Franklin's song. One of his songs like that. He was like, he gave me the vocals. He was like, sing it. Like, I think you can sing it. And he gave me that. I performed that. And that's the first time I was on stage. Performed that. Performed at a French play. We did a French play, all French, so I had to learn French for that. It was nice too. We did that, and that's how the love began to grow. When I got into high school, 9 years old, uh, our high school is 6 years, so 9 to 15. So 9 years old, I was performing in classes. Like my friends were, I went to boarding school, so they would come to my class, and we would perform for them. It was fun, and then my by 14 years old, they started calling me. Sorry, by 10 years old, they were calling me to come perform in my senior classes. So seniors will call me to come perform in their classes.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, so it was fun. And throughout that year, that's when I discovered the gift. Like when I was there, it seemed like I was the king of the room. I owned the room.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how I found it. And that's how I've been performing it. And then, decided to chase it full time. Made the first track in Nigeria. Then when I got to the US, I focused in. I think it was from 2014 to 2019, I made 5 albums. There was a 2018. There were like from March to July. There were days I was making songs every day. Like
Wow.
we perfected the art of making music, like that we can sell. And I met my producer in Monterey. Actually, it's funny how God worked. Right? I got there, and he just got there, and we will stay up. We'll go to class like at 6 p.m. We get beans and trail mix, this canned beans and trail mix, and we'll make some nasty food eat, and then we'll go from 7 in the evening to 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Every day,
Wow.
every day. And here's the word, Isaac. The music sounded like trash. This was when we're starting. It was crazy, but the
Yeah.
love for it made us put in the work, and we produced a lot of albums. We shot music videos there. Because of us, CSUME held student shows. Like we have shows that happen on campus, right? And so it was amazing.
Yeah. You said something important too. A lot of people are too afraid to start something because they're too afraid to suck. You know what I mean? They don't want to put in that they don't want to be bad before, because you have to be, they say every master was once a disaster, right? You know what I mean? So, but too many people are afraid to put in the work because they're afraid to fail, not to do good. And what I found with successful people, they're not afraid. They just do it. And you guys put in the grind, I mean, and how long did you guys do that for? 7 p.m. to 4 a.m.?
We did that. It was the constant stuff. We did it constantly for like 4 or 5 years. We all through the time of making albums, we're doing it constantly, right? We skip parties for this. Like I remember the day they called me for a party, and I was like, bro, I'm not coming. I was in my like, no, I'm not coming. Like we're not showing up for things. Like we're so focused on making something happen because I felt like that was the window for us to produce something that we might never have the time again to do.
Wow, that's amazing. Where did you get that mindset of understanding, success and that having that window of opportunity and putting the grind in? Is that from your Nigerian roots or did you learn that somewhere?
Yeah, I think my Nigerian roots played a role, but it's mainly my faith. I think it's faith because uh, the Bible says the diligent shall bear you. So that means if you are diligent with your work, if you put in your mind to something, whatever you put your mind to do, you can do it.
Awesome. And so you're a man of strong faith. Is that something that most Nigerians have, is a strong faith, or is that just something that you carry?
No, most actually, Nigeria is a very religious country. We are 47% Christian, about 48% Muslim, and then 2% African traditional.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like a slight maybe 0.5% that are atheists. Like you're on one side. You hardly find people that are just like chilling.
Yeah. And so, you know, you guys were grinding, you guys were producing albums. How did Sound Halla come about?
Oh, Sound Halla is by pain, right, bro? You know, you make a ton of music and nobody's listening to the music. There is nothing worse than that. And every artist to tell you, no matter how talented you are, if no one's listening to you, you can never make any impact in the industry. So after making all these albums, I realized that, wow, people are not really listening. But when I send the tracks to people, they're like, bro, it's good, it's really good. And I know it wasn't capped because whenever people had played the song on TV when I was in America, they played my video out here in Nigeria on TV. So I know people like the music. But then I realized, like, why are people not listening? Then I realized that placement is everything. Like, you can make a bad song popular just by placing it well.
That's true.
So I got a team together. I'm telling you, I got a team together. We put everything together, and we decided that instead of just making it a marketing agency where we are pushing your project, how about if we fund the project? And then that way we give independent artists who don't have the money, because it's expensive to push music, who don't have the money and the expertise to push music. Let's do it for them. And it just, it caught fire. We were able to raise the first, like a small seed, pre-seed funding to push the first 2 projects. We have over 500,000 streams already, climbing up to almost 1 million right now. We're climbing up we're almost there. We're about to raise our real pre-seed funding right now to expand in the next year to push over 100 projects. We are partnered with like 4 of the top TV stations in Africa already. And I don't know if you know AudioMac. We're about to work with like places like AudioMac, the biggest streaming platform in Africa. And so we're working with like big partnerships, because it's a disruption for independent artists right now. So there's no excuse why people shouldn't hear your music. If it's good enough, we will fund and promote it.